everyone, this is Gabrielle, and you're listening to Baseball Queen Radio. I am super excited because this is my first podcast, and also today is February 21st, 2019, which means this is the first day of spring for baseball. I am 100% thrilled, even though I feel like the Red Sox just won their World Series back in October, which totally threw a curve for everyone, especially myself, being an avid Red Sox fan. I am just super happy for the team, super excited that they could bring another championship to the city of Boston. But now we just need to look forward to the 2019 season, which is so exciting, especially everything that is changing within the year, especially since now they're going to be starting with pitching clocks with 20 seconds to spare for the pitchers to throw from hand to glove of the catcher. Another thing that was super exciting about this week was that Manny Machado finally signed with another team. He did sign with the Padres for a deal for 10 years, for $300 million. This is the largest free agency deal in the history, and this is surpassing the Alex Rodriguez deal that he did with the Yankees for 10 years for $275 million. Now, since we are going through a new season, of course, MLB has graciously given us a lovely list of the top 100 players, which I will be going with you for the next few sessions. I'm not going to do all 100 players in one podcast, which of course would take forever. But I am going to start with 100 through 81, which we'll go through right now. So right now we are looking at David Price. Personally, when David Price got signed by the Red Sox, I was not 100% on board. I totally love how he proved himself during this postseason, and especially during the World Series. Currently, right now, he did change his number, so he is number 10 on the team. Now, there are some highlights that I do want to speak about, especially during Game 2 of the ALDS. He did leave early. He only pitched for 1 2/3 of an inning. And then Game 5 of the World Series for the Red Sox to win it all, he did pitch 7 innings, and he had a 1.98 ERA. If I could ask for anything else from David Price, there would be nothing else that I could ask for, because I am so impressed with that 1.9 ERA that he has given the team during that Game 5 of the World Series. Okay, so number 99 is Madison Bumgarner. Madison Bumgarner, I personally do like him as a pitcher. He does things a little bit, what is the word I'm looking for? Traditional. He is not a fan of openers to be used in the middle of the games. As we saw last year, including Tampa, they've started to use their opener pitchers in the middle of the games, which some people are a fan of, some people are not. I personally am not really a fan of it because of the percentage of that pitcher getting hurt during that time, and then you got to find somebody else to start within that spot of the rotation. As the manager of San Francisco, he does say that Madison he plays a key veteran role for the club, and especially since they are having a lot of rookie players coming up from the minors, that definitely does help when you do have a veteran key player to help them transition into that major league role. And number 98 is going to be Mr. Jon Lester. Absolutely, I love Jon Lester. I've loved him since day one of him playing for the Red Sox. Now, I will be honest with you guys, I was not a Red Sox fan until 2012. I did not start liking baseball until then. But Jon Lester and what he can do with the ball and the way he manipulates it, I love it. There is a question that I do have, and it would be, do the Cubs boast the best startings? Especially now since Yu Darvish is going to be coming back and he is healthy this year. John Madden definitely does call Jon Lester a leader within the team, and I 100% agree with him. When he played for the Red Sox, him and David Ortiz were the top leaders within the team. So that's very good. Number 97 is Mr. Stephen Piscotty. He made top 10 for the right fielders. He did receive a Tony Calandero Award in 2018 due to the death of his mother. She did have ALS. She did pass away during the 2018 season. Number 96 is Yasmani Grandal. He did just sign this year with the Brewers. I think it was a very good move for the Brewers to get another catcher. This definitely helps them with that rotation of catchers because you're not using the same person every time. Number 95, which is, I believe, everybody's favorite person, is Mr. Andrew McCutcheons. He actually just signed this year from the Yankees to the Phillies. He is number 8 for the right fielders. The Phillies love how he is just giving back to the community, and that is the one thing that Andrew McCutcheons has always done, is he's always given back to the community, and that is the one thing that is near and dear to his heart. At number 94, I'm going to be talking about Travis Shaw. He was placed to second base when Mike Moustakas came, which was a big difference from third base to second base. He has improved his walk, strikeout, hard hits, and barrel percentages in 2018. Number 93 is going to be Gary Sanchez, which he currently plays for the Yankees. He was named number 4 catcher out of top 10. But my question would have to be, do the Yankees trust him this year, especially with his stint that he had on the DL? Is he healthy enough to come this 2019 season, and especially since he just came off of shoulder surgery? And I do see here that he did have a 1.86 ERA for the year. Number 92 is going to be Buster Posey. He did just come off hip surgery. He was a 2018 All-Star, and he has given positive outlook for the 2019 season, which he has said in an interview on the 13th of February. Number 91 is Miguel Andujar, which he did an amazing rookie season, very impressive. But could it be possible that somebody else might come in and then that might overshadow his hard work as a Yankee during his rookie year? Number 90 is going to be Yasiel Puig. I love Yasiel Puig, or as people call him, the Iron Horse. He signed with the Reds, as well as with Matt Kemp was in the deal as well. He was named NL Player of the Week on the 16th of September. Number 89 is going to be Sean Doolittle. He had a pinched nerve in 2018. He has entered the 2019 camp with no lingering pain, and he is the second named relief pitcher out of 10. Number 88 is Kenley Jansen. Kenley Jansen, about the middle of the year, he had heart issues in 2018. He is currently working on losing weight due to the heart condition so that he can be stronger and a better player for himself. And he was also named 2018 as an All-Star. Number 87 is Nicholas Castellanos. He was named number 9 for right fielder. On the 19th of August, he was named AL Player of the Week. And there are current trade rumors due to the next season of him being a free agent. So a lot of people are up in the air, especially with all these trade rumors, with Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, even though now he just signed, Craig Kimbrell, and everything. Number 86 is David Peralta, which he was named number 10 for left fielder. Better prepared this year since he was healthy for the full 2018 season. He did advise that it was a little bit harder for him to get back in the groove the 2018 season because he wasn't as healthy as he needed to be in the 2017 season. So I'm excited to see what changes and everything that he has done for this year. Number 85 is going to be Ozzie Albies, which is an absolute phenomenal player. I can say so myself, especially seeing him, the way he works, and the way he pitches, he does not pitch. He plays second base for the Braves. Him and Acuna Jr. are absolutely what you call a bromance. Okay, so in 2018, he was named NL All-Star. He had an amazing 2018 rookie season, but there was a couple of things that kind of fell off of the cliff. He did have a good first part of the season, and then he kind of just plateaued during the second half of the season. Okay, so number 84 is going to be Trey Turner. He avoided arbitration. He did sign with the Nationals again, $3.725 million. In 2018, he received an award from the Lou Brock as well as the MLB PAA National Heart and Hustle. Number 83 is Jean Segura. He was an AL All-Star for the 2018. He was traded to Philly from Seattle, and he is number 9 for the shortstop list. Number 82 is Mike Clevinger. He struck out over 200 batters in 2018, and there are current trade rumors for him as well. And number 81 is Shohei Ohtani. Now, at the beginning of the 2018 season, before spring, when the Angels signed Shohei, it was a huge thing that happened. This young kid from Japan, superstar. Everybody just wanted just the best for him. Unfortunately, at the end of the season, he did have to have Tommy John surgery, so he is currently on Tommy John rehab. He cannot pitch in 2019 due to that surgery, but he is hopeful that he will be able to DH for the year, starting in May. And he was named AL Rookie of the Year, as well as Baseball America Major Rookie of the Year. So that was number 100 through 81. The list that I see here, there are a couple of people that could have been moved up, including Ozzie Albies, Shohei, Yasiel Puig, Gary Sanchez could have been moved up, Travis Shaw. But I definitely respect where MLB is coming from and where they've placed them within this list. The next list will be number 80 through 61, which I will be talking about next Thursday. Right now, we are going to be talking about current free agent news. Currently, right now, as everybody knows, Machado did sign with the Padres for 10 years, $300 million. As of right now, there are 2 catchers, 2 first basemen, 3 second basemen, 3 third basemen, 2 shortstops, 5 left fielders, 2 center fielders, 5 right fielders, 1 designated hitter, and then the list goes on for relief pitchers and starting pitchers. There are a couple of players on this list that everybody is super shocked that they have not been signed yet. One of them being Craig Kimbrell, as well as, let's see here, who else? Oh, Dallas Keuchel and Bryce Harper. I am looking at this list currently right now, and I am very surprised that Jose Bautista has not been signed yet, nor has Bartolo Colon, but unfortunately, some people don't want to have Big Sexy on their team. Now, the one thing that I do want to talk about is the 2018 Red Sox. Everybody is now looking at them like, oh, hey, you know, they just won the World Series last year. Great 119 wins, especially including postseason. But the question that's floating around the league is can they do a repeat season again? Can they win another World Series? Me being the person that I am, no matter how much I love my boys and how much I love the Red Sox, I do believe that they do have a chance to win another World Series title. If it's this year, then it's this year. If it's next year, then it's next year. As of right now, the predictions did come out, and they are saying that the Yankees will be in first place for the AL East. I do fully 100% do not believe that the Yankees will be in first place. Not just because I don't like the Yankees, I just don't think that they've gotten their pitching in order. Yes, it was a great addition for James Paxton to come along, but you can't just count on one person. So another thing that I do want to talk about that is definitely going around the league is Tim Tebow. As everybody knows, Tim Tebow did play for the University of Florida, and he was one of their star quarterbacks, but he is currently doing spring training with the Mets for the third year in a row. But is he ready to come up to the majors yet? My answer for that is a 100% yes. He has a .273 average with a .336 on-base percentage. In 2018, he did play 84 games, 271 at-bats, and he only struck out 103 times. To me, that is perfect. His minor career, he has 210 games, 701 at-bats, 229 strikeouts. His average is a .244, and his on-base percentage is a .319. If I was in the front office of the Mets, I would be signing something right now to have him in your roster for the starting day. I mean, maybe I'm just crazy, but I just think it is a great idea to have Tim Tebow on that opening day roster. Another thing that I want to talk about is Bruce Bochy, which is San Francisco Giants manager. He will be retiring after the 2019 season, which I want to know your guys' thoughts. Who do you think is going to replace him? Another thing is that Mike Moustakas will be going back to the Brewers. 1 year, $10 million, and he does have an option to opt out in 2020. Now, the Red Sox have also been having conversations with the front office and the players about extensions. But unfortunately, due to the circumstances of everything, they will not talk about it, which I understand completely 100%. CC Sabathia will also be retiring after the 2019 season. And like I said earlier, per the commissioner, there will be pitch clocks that are starting this spring. They will have 20-second timers. This is something that they do during the minor leagues to have them set up for the major leagues. But unfortunately, since the games are running too long and people are starting to lose interest in the games, they're going to start doing that pitch timer. I also wanted to break news that Luis Severino did sign a 4-year, $40 million contract extension with an option for a 5th year with the Yankees. I think that this was an amazing move for the Yankees because they definitely are in desperate and diehard need of pitching. So whatever they can get, whatever money they can throw at someone, then they will go ahead and do it. So this is the end of my podcast. At the end of the podcast, I definitely do like to ask questions for you guys, and I want you guys to answer. So just let me know. My Instagram page, YouTube, SoundCloud. Let me know what you think. So the question is Tim Tebow ready to come up to the major leagues this year? Let me know. Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Baseball Queen Radio. I want to know, guys. And another thing that I want to close things out, that I will at every podcast, is I'm going to have a quote for the week. This week, since it is still February and it is Black History Month, the quote does come from Jackie Robertson, number 42. And it is, baseball is like a poker game. Nobody wants to quit when he's losing. Nobody wants you to quit when you're ahead. And just like that, that is the end of my first podcast. Like I said, games do start today, which is super exciting. We have games going on around the league, and it is spring, and season is finally here. So next week, I will be talking about each of the games that have been going on throughout the weeks, as well as the teams. We will also be going through number 80 through 61 for the top 100 list, as well as any current free agent news. So hopefully something amazing happens and Bryce Harper gets signed or Dallas Keuchel gets signed. But we'll see. We'll see what this week has to come up. And like I've always said, this year, 2019, will be an amazing year, but it will be definitely different. So, Gabby, I am signing off here. And like I say, peace, love, and baseball. And thank you guys for listening.